What is up, Rare Nation? It's your boy Rare John coming at you with another game preview for the 2018 NFL season. Now, in Week 8, the Raiders will meet the Indianapolis Colts. The Indianapolis Colts and the Oakland Raiders have met a total of 16 times. And in those 16 times, the Raiders have won 9 games, the Colts have won 7. And that includes 2 postseason games. One is one of the most memorable games in NFL history, the Ghost of the Post. I'll get more on that at the end of the video. Now, the Indianapolis Colts is a team that is kind of up in the air right now. It's not really the best team in the league considered, but they are definitely not to be underestimated whatsoever. Now, the thing about the Colts is last year they did not do well. Matter of fact, they didn't do well at all. They actually had a season that they would rather forget. They went 4-12 last year. Was also the last year that Chuck Pagano was their head coach. After 6 years, this guy leaves, and I remember when he was, diagnosed, and they actually rallied behind him, and they had that very good season. And I believe that was the same season when they made that epic comeback against the Chiefs. That was something to watch, man. That was probably one of my favorite games that this team has played, is when they fucking just had the second best comeback in NFL history against the Chiefs. And that was wild, man. That was a wild one. But back to, nowadays. Last game we actually played against this team was back in 2016 when Carr broke his leg. So this is the last team he played before he broke his leg. He completed 20 of 30 passes for 228 yards and 3 touchdowns. He was on his way to MVP candidacy when he got injured. No grudges here. It happens. It is football. I was hurt in that game, man. That almost broke me, man. That almost made me tear up. I'm not gonna lie. That was a hard one to swallow. Now, let's talk about their quarterback, Andrew Luck. Now, if anybody in their right mind think Andrew Luck's a bust, get your fucking head on right. This man is not a bust. He is a damn good fucking quarterback. The issue with Andrew Luck is not even being injury prone. Anyone could be considered injury prone if they keep getting hit. This dude does not have any protection, man. Like, seriously, if this was like fucking Pee Wee League, this be considered child abuse with how many hits he's taking. I mean, seriously, he's better off with fucking traffic cones in front of him blocking this defense that's coming at his ass. It's ridiculous how bad their line is. He was injured the entire 2017 season, but it kind of gave him an opportunity to actually work on that line. Back in 2016, he actually threw for 4,240 yards, 31 touchdowns, and 13 interceptions with a 96.4 quarterback rating. Now, this guy is a baller, and he got perfect recall, guys. There's certain things that if you watch on tape, you'll see. He notices the way defense is set up, picks them apart after, like, later on in the game. He's like a running back at quarterback, because he just gets better and better and stronger as the game goes on. He may not start off so hot, but you put the ball in his hands in the third and fourth quarter, he's a damn good quarterback to have. A lot of people say that, he's overrated. I don't believe so. I think he's a good quarterback, and I think he just doesn't have a fucking line. There's so much that this guy is capable of, but I mean, it's kind of hard to, throw the ball when like 3 guys are in your face constantly because your line doesn't know how to do shit. So, just my opinion. T.Y. Hilton. T.Y. Hilton is a damn good receiver. Last year, he actually had 57 receptions for 966 yards, averaging 16.9 yards a catch. His longest was 80 yards. You got 4 touchdowns on top of that. The problem with that was it just wasn't as good as his 2016 season when he got 91 receptions for 1,448 yards and 6 touchdowns. Yeah, he's capable of a lot when you get the right quarterback. So this team is not to be underestimated at all. Specifically, this speedy guy right here. He is very shifty, people, and his route running is on point. I think the craziest thing I seen was back at the Pro Bowl when Derek Carr basically threw the best throw in Pro Bowl history. I think that was a quote from John Gruden too. And this guy just went up the seam, bam, caught the ball. It was awesome. Now the biggest unknown is the defense, guys. See, they weren't that bad against the pass, but in total defense, they were ranked 30th. There's 32 teams in the NFL. They were ranked 30th. This team could be a lot better than that with the new coaching staff in place, and we got to be prepared for them to be a lot better than last year. Can't just expect them to just give us the game. Best game from these two in this series was definitely goes to the post. I've actually watched this game, guys, and it was entertaining as hell. The game came on like right after Kenny the Snake Stabler died. They started having a bunch of marathons on all of his best games. Sea of Hands, the Holy Roller, how they even did the Immaculate Deception. And yes, I said deception. I don't give a fuck. The ball hit the floor. Anyways, but the Colts, this was probably one of my favorite ones to watch. It was just so entertaining. I honestly felt like I was watching an up-to-date game. And I could honestly say it was a great experience watching it in the modern day. So that's going to wrap it up, guys. To end this, I just want to say the Colts are a good team with Andrew Luck. Without Andrew Luck, you don't know what you're going to get. We'll see whether or not that little patch job they put on that line actually works. If not, we might not even see him by week 8. So that is just how it goes in the NFL sometimes. I hope that, this is, a really good matchup. I'm looking forward to it. We need to get some payback, man. I mean, they took Carr out on that 2016 season. I'm still hurting on that shit. So, all right, guys. That's going to do it. Like, comment, subscribe. See you on the next one. Go Raiders.